22 years ago today, Jamie Oliver and his model girlfriend Juliet Norton became man and wife at a picture-perfect ceremony in Essex. Since then, Jamie has arguably become the biggest TV chef in the world, while his wife Jools has raised an impressive brood of 5 children at their too cool £6 million country mansion. Neither expected this is what their future would look like when they met as teenagers growing up in Essex. Jamie had been harboring a huge crush on Jools, once admitting he dreamed of marrying her long before they got together. He finally got his chance on a double date to the cinema in 1991, but crashed his souped-up car on the way. "I had my Fiesta with lowered suspension and a sound system," he told Alan Carr's Chatty Man. "We were driving there that night and then I went smashing into the back of another car. She felt sorry for me. She thought, the way he drives, he needs support in life." Get the news you want straight to your inbox. Sign up for a Mirror newsletter here. Despite his questionable driving skills, Jools fell hard and fast, and when her modeling took her to Japan for 3 months, Jamie, then 17, bombarded her with letters and faxes which she still has to this day. When she returned they became inseparable, renting a tiny flat in Hammersmith while Jamie worked in the kitchen at the famous River Cafe. A life-changing job it was there that TV producers got their first sight of Jamie in a 1997 documentary about the eatery. Had only come in to cover sickness but instantly attracted the attention of bigwigs, receiving 7 offers the next day. The one he went with was The Naked Chef. Bosses wanted it to be filmed in his home, but that was too small. So they rented him a bigger, cooler apartment in East London which he and Jools filled with their mates. The show debuted in 1999 and with his Essex slang and affable grin, Jamie was an instant hit. With his star on the ascendant, the couple, then 25, tied the knot in 2000 at All Saints Church in Rickling, Essex. Like the rock star chef he was fast becoming, Jamie wore a pale blue Paul Smith suit with snakeskin brogues while Jools stunned in a strapless ivory Neil Cunningham gown. Their first dance to Dusty Springfield's "I Only Want to Be With You" was a disaster thanks to Jamie's 2 left feet, but Jools threw him off and went solo. "I was in my element," she would later recall. Different ambitions over the years. Jools has been unfairly criticized for not having her own career, but she openly admits her dream was to have babies, baking and roses around the door. "I never felt the need to validate myself. I don't mind being a mum, I don't mind being seen as Jamie's wife," she told Dread magazine. For the ultra-ambitious Jamie, his wife's perceived lack of ambition was a constant source of confusion for him. "Jools is interesting 'cause she's not like me at all. She hasn't got a mission, she just wants to be married to someone she loves and have a family and that's it, end of story," he once said. "It's odd for me, because I'll go, 'What do you want to do?' Then do that, I'll help you. It baffled me for ages, I almost felt she had a part of her life missing, then I thought, it's sweet and quite refreshing, especially in London." With books, cooking shows and international campaigns to overhaul nutrition, the millions were rolling in, and in the mid-2000s they bought 2 adjoining villas in the glissy London suburb of Primrose Hill and knocked them through to create a 10-bedroom mega-mansion. But with Jools shouldering the bulk of the parenting and spending weeks on end away from her husband, Jamie's extreme work schedule began to cause friction. Fights over work. He had vowed to quit public life within 3 years back in 2005, but by 2011 he was still just a weekend dad, and the infamous workaholic admitted their marriage was in a rut. "We love each other to bits, but I don't think marriage is easy," he told the Mail of Sunday, admitting he'd given more time to journalists than his own wife. "She doesn't necessarily get everything I do. She's like, why do you care? If you're not going over there and doing it for money, why do you care? I'm not a worrier, but she is a worrier. I don't need that and she doesn't need that, so we're in a bit of a rut." Jools has also opened up about tension, admitting, "We bicker all the time. A lot of my friends can't believe how much. He drives me mad because he never listens to me, and I drive him mad because I can be horribly selfish." Trust issues. Then came Jools' controversial admission that she regularly checks Jamie's phone to make sure he's not cheating. "Yeah, I'll check his emails. I'll check his Twitter, I'll check his phone. Everything seems fine. He says I'm a jealous girl, but I think I'm fairly laid back, considering," she told The Telegraph. Indeed, in the Naked Chef days, Jamie admitted girls would literally throw themselves at him. It wasn't just young girls, it was medium and young girls, and it was classic slightly rock star-esque, random knickers and bras getting thrown at you, he told the newspaper. When the Naked Chef kicked off, it was a bit like a pop band. The memories of it were absolutely ballistically crazy. Jools was once seen crying in Jamie's school dinners over false claims that had played away, and on another occasion accused him of having an affair after he kept coming home with grass-stained knees. Jamie later explained it had been courgette season and he was down in the veg patch. In 2008 she got stick for daring to insist that she trusted her husband, but Jamie hit back at the haters, insisting she has every reason to. She got loads of ST for saying that she didn't think her husband would SG someone else. "Isn't that terrible?" he told the Daily Mail. "If I wanted to be an old tart, believe me, it wouldn't have been hard. I've had loads of opportunities, but I never have. I can still look at a woman and think, isn't she lovely, vivacious, beautiful, nice, great TS, whatever. I am only human. But am really happy with my lot, and I would be massively surprised if I even thought about going with anyone else." The next chapter. Meanwhile, the few years may have proved to be some of the most stressful yet, with Jamie's Italian restaurant chain going bust, leaving thousands out of work. But it appears to have brought him and Jools closer together. In the evenings he brings her cappuccinos and massages her feet. "In the old days, I used to get a cuddle, but now she'll just poke me with her toes and I'll have to give them a good pounding," he told Red Online of their cozy life. "She then falls asleep, so when she wakes up I pretend to have been doing it the whole time." Has hailed their marriage, "the best thing I ever did," and believes the key to their success is that they are perfectly matched. "I think if you roughly pick the right person in the first place, you just have to be patient enough to know that if you've had a SHD week where you're picking fights with each other, it will all be alright in the end," he said in 2014. For Jools, although she can't get him to work less, she enjoys the upper hand in all other areas. "He'll kill me, but, yeah, he adores me. He'll do whatever I say, really," she joked. Do you have a story to share? Email webfeatures@trinitymirror. gmail.com.